My children! The first year of the Longbox, we discussed in very detail this mini-series. But there was plenty I did not discuss that I can here. Spoilers, everyone! Spoiled like the zombies! When we last left the Marvel zombies, the master of magnetism stood alone against an army of very angry zombie superheroes. He does his best to survive, and even learns that there are more survivors up in orbit, his former acolytes in particular. But unfortunately, the zombies find him and gobble him right up. We see that Ant-Man has also survived his hunger by having taken Black Panther and is eating him a little at a time. Ant-Man claims it's all for the greater good, but when the Wasp finds out, she's none too happy. Wasp chews his head off over it, and then he bites her head off over it. The zombies are, of course, getting too numerous as they fight with one another over how the hunger is keeping them from sharing any bodies they come across with the others. However, some new salvation arrives in the form of the Silver Surfer, who comes to inform them that this planet has been chosen to be consumed by Galactus, devourer of worlds. It is interesting, my children, to see in what ways the zombie virus affects the heroes. For example, Wolverine no longer has his healing factor, which he laments when his attempt to slice the Silver Surfer only results in his arm falling off. Then there is Thor, having to wield a makeshift hammer, obviously because he no longer is worthy enough to carry Mjolnir. The Silver Surfer manages to kill most of the heroes and villains in this battle, but finally the Hulk manages to bite off the Silver Surfer's head. When Beast complains that some of them didn't get anything to eat, Colonel America accidentally uses the power cosmic to blast his head off. Head-biting and distraction seems to be a very popular way of killing things in this series. A reference to zombies needing to have their brains destroyed, perhaps? The Black Panther escapes from Ant-Man's lab, carrying with him the head of the Wasp. He is rescued by Magneto's acolytes, who have come for Magneto, but obviously fail to locate him. They take the Panther back with them along with the Wasp's head for study, and because the Black Panther thinks that, well, just a head is not much of a threat since it can't move on its own. Galactus also arrives and is naturally upset when he learns that his herald has been consumed. The heroes attack, but are easily repelled. With some of the heroes still being geniuses, they create a weapon to fight off Galactus, staving off their hunger by reaching into their own stomachs and re-eating the bits they have eaten before. Because that works, apparently. Using their combined power cosmic into the weapon, they damage Galactus severely. Unfortunately, the heroes must also take on a squadron of zombified villains who seek to take him for themselves, destroying some of their own longtime enemies in the process. And finally, they have their Feast of Galactus. And in the end, we cut to 5 years later, where Black Panther and the acolytes land back on Earth and find it deserted. The zombies are gone. Hell, even the Wasp seems to be cured of her hunger, now walking around in a robotic body. However, the story ends with the arrival of Galactus on a new world. Except Galactus is now 6 zombified heroes. As I said last time we talked of the story, my children, Marvel Zombies remains a wonderfully dark but funny little tale of everything gone wrong. Check it out, but come back next time when we discover what happened to the Zombie Fantastic Four.